Good morning, little chef. Welcome to day 37 of working as a chef on a yacht. One of the owners likes to eat breakfast early, so I made them a plate with some scrambled eggs, sausage, toast, fresh fruit, and a parfait. All of the guests are sleeping in, so that gives me time to prep breakfast. I was fortunate enough to be able to get my hands on some fresh fruit from the grocery store, so this whole week I'm going to try to make a beautiful fruit tray every morning. For the fruit menu this morning, we have grapefruit, oranges, strawberries, and cantaloupe. After I'm done decorating my fruit tray, I'll brown off some sausage links and fry up some hash browns. I'll keep the hash browns and sausages warm in the oven until the guests arrive, but I will not make ahead eggs or pancakes. So as soon as I start hearing guests waking up, that's when I'll start cooking those. As far as the eggs go, I'm keeping it really simple, just making some scrambled eggs. In my opinion, you cannot beat a fresh pancake. It brings back some childhood memories. My dad was the breakfast cook, and on weekends, we would always have pancakes. For this set of guests, they requested a buffet-style breakfast. They all wanted to eat at different times depending on when they woke up. So I set up the buffet, and breakfast was served. One of the guests requested for tea, and I asked them if they've ever tried a London fog before. I explained that it's just strong brewed tea with steamed milk. I personally call it a tea-chino. Think of it as a cappuccino, but replace the espresso with tea. The guests are going out to explore the island today, and I packed them up some snacks just in case they get hungry. They will be eating lunch on the island, so I get lunch off. No, that doesn't mean I get to sleep for 3 hours. I will use that time to prep for dinner. So I just packed up some crackers, chips, dip, but I wanted to find a bag that they could carry this in with ease. So I headed down into the storage unit of the yacht, which is right underneath the beach club. The easiest place to access this storage is through crew quarters, and it's a pretty tight fit. There are so many stowaway areas on this yacht, it's hard to keep track of everything. So with my food inventory, I keep everything organized on an Excel file. So if I were to type in shrimp, and it will show me that it's in freezer number 7. I finally got the bag, so I packed all of the snacks in there and brought it out to the tender to put into the cooler. Thankfully, we have like 7 ice makers on board, so we always have enough ice to pack coolers. This is not only great for days where we want to keep drinks or food cold, but also on fishing days. Got the bag of snacks, the goods. I don't know where I put it. Probably down here. There were a couple guest requests. One of the requests was that they want to have a full fish dinner the last night of the vacation. The owner wanted me to use a special family recipe, and he said he's going to get in the kitchen with me and show me how it's done. He shared the recipe with me, and I don't have all of the ingredients that I need, so we're headed out to the grocery store again. Not only do I need specific ingredients, but I don't have a pan that fits the big red snapper that the boys caught. I have to find a way to fit 2 whole red snappers in the oven. I took measurements of the fish and the oven, and I think I just have to curl up the tail for it to fit. But that still doesn't resolve the pan issue. I was thinking that I could take 2 sheet trays and kind of meld them together with tinfoil, but I could see something going wrong with that. So I just grabbed the largest tinfoil pan they had. The second guest request was for a bottle of Hennessy. Got the Hennessy. And the Cuba Libre. Just got back from the store, and I got a few of these Pina Colada Cuba Libre. We're gonna try it out. Once the guests leave, we'll try this out. A storm is headed our way, so we have to take in all of the pillows so they don't get soaking wet. So we took them off of those couches back there. I took them off the bow here. And if you look in the ocean, those two things floating out there, those are our placemats that blew away in the wind. Gina's ready to go. We're on a mission to get the placemats. Mission placemats. That doesn't look too good.
We're on a mission. We lost our placemat.
Oh, see right there?
What happened?
Floor mat blew in.
Little placemat.
Yeah.
No.
No. No, God. Wonder who's gonna get the salty placemat.
I don't know. It could be. Oh.
The guests got stranded on a beach somewhere because of the storm, but we heard on the radio that they're heading back now. So I got started on preparing food for cocktail hour. I'm making bacon wrapped scallops and bacon wrapped shrimp. A couple months before the trip, the owner sent me this frozen espresso martini recipe, and she said, we need to have this on the yacht. So of course, I made sure it was in my provisioning list. I had everything on the boat to prepare this, and I made a big note to myself that I cannot forget these frozen espresso martinis. So into a blender, I threw some ice and then equal parts Kahlua, vodka, and espresso. You can substitute the vodka for like a whipped vodka, but I find it to be too sweet. So I blended this up, portioned it into cups, and topped it with some whipped cream and a chocolate-covered espresso bean. The guests were all up in the hot tub, warming their bones from being stuck out in the rain, but they really enjoyed this cold, refreshing drink in the hot tub. It's going to be a pretty early morning tomorrow, so I went ahead and prepped part of the breakfast. I needed to use up some egg whites and egg beaters, so I threw those into an aluminum pan with some cheese and ham, and I'm just going to bake it off to make a frittata. I'll cover this up with tin foil and throw it in the oven as soon as I wake up tomorrow. While the guests are enjoying cocktail hour, I'm going to get started on dinner prep. I butterflied and marinated chicken breast yesterday, so I pulled those out from the fridge and started searing them off. In the same pan, I'll throw in some onions, garlic, white wine, sun-dried tomatoes, and cream to make a creamy sun-dried tomato sauce. This sauce is going to get poured onto the chicken and topped with goat cheese. For one of the sides, I'm making cheesy garlic bread, and this is probably one of the most requested recipes. So what I do is I soften a piece of butter, throw in garlic paste, a whole bunch of different cheeses, and fresh herbs, and blend it up until it becomes like a paste. Then you smear it on the bread in a nice thick and even layer and bake it at 450 until it's nice and golden brown and bubbly. Just listen to this crunch. Pretty nice crunch, right? For another side that I'm making, I found this beautiful broccoli rabe at the grocery store. I can't even find this in the States. I grew up eating broccoli rabe and I remember it being so bitter, but if you smother it in olive oil and tons of garlic, it is pretty dang good. I'll start off by blanching the broccoli rabe, so I'll throw that in boiling water for about 1 to 2 minutes and then put it into an ice bath. This is going to help tenderize it and keep that nice green color. Once I'm ready to cook dinner, I'll take the blanched broccoli rabe, saute it with garlic and olive oil. I'll cut up some vegetables to make a salad, and for the final side, I'm making pasta alla vodka. All of my components are ready, so all I have to do is plate it up. For this set of guests at dinner time, they requested family-style meals. So I'll plate everything up on these big platters and bring it up to the upper deck to serve dinner. While they're enjoying their food, the crew and I will be checking to make sure they have enough water and clearing plates as needed. And I'll also be in the galley working on dessert. Tonight, we're having fudgy brownies with peanut butter chocolate ice cream. If you're enjoying these videos, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, little chef.